Legend. Wait for it. Darryl.
Go Power Rangers.
Hey guys, it's me, Legend. Wait for it. I'm at Power Morphicon, and I know I've been stuff from my channel for a little bit, but I'm gonna be real with you, everyone's doing vlogs for Power Morphicon, and I kind of wanted to do something a little different. See, Power Rangers has always been a very big important part of my life, but without Power Rangers, I wouldn't have met a lot of the great people that I have in my life that I do now. So instead, I wanted to introduce you guys to them, and because they mean something to me in some shape, form, or fashion. And I'm gonna go ahead by introducing them by asking them four simple questions. Okay? 1, what is your name?
My name's Kathlena, or Power Cat Cosplay.
My name is Matty J.
Kevin. I go by Kevin the Director.
Jason Reyes.
I am Beauty Baba Yaga. James Medina.
Joe. Aaron Wax.
All right. You got a podcast or anything?
I do. Retro Nerds Rewind podcast out of Phoenix, Arizona.
My name is DJ Rivers.
I'm Rika.
I'm Bruno. You guys have like a channel or something?
MMPR Toys on YouTube.
Javier Alejandro Lopez.
Steve Newport.
I'm Hyperboy Blue 2.0, Jamari Odom, and
Milk 713.
Ashley.
My name is Rob. I'm the floor manager here at PMC.
my name is Scott Cohen. Edwin.
Hi, I'm Steven.
Hi, my name is Russell.
2, how did we meet?
We met at Phoenix Fan Fusion, actually. It's been about 8 years ago, I think.
Man, we're old.
We met, I think, at a Ranger Stop convention, if I remember correctly.
We met at, I believe, Power Morphicon or Ranger Stop, one of those two conventions.
Ranger Stop 2015.
Ah,
I
yes.
remember it.
Good year. That was 9 years ago.
It was, right?
We met at, Power Morphicon almost like 2017, if not earlier than that, yeah. We met at PMC last year, right? It was our first in-person meeting.
Last
year? In 2022. We met at the Friday night party. I was drunk, and I bragged about how many TikTok followers I had, which is rare for me.
Job. Probably Ranger Stop.
Let's see here. We met at Phoenix Fan Fusion, probably close to a decade ago out there. So it was a fun time. Met you when you were working the booth and chit-chatted and had you come on some of my panels that we were running there at the time, and then just over time it became friends.
How did we meet? I gotta be honest with you. I don't quite remember. I'm sure it might have been at one of Bruno's things from MMPR Toys.
That's where we met first.
Shout out to Bruno and Mia, Gary, and yeah, I think that's how we met.
At Power Morphicon. Or at a con.
I thought we met at Japan World Heroes.
It's a con. A convention. Ugh.
You and me? If I'm recalling, we were living in the valley. We had a big window that looked out onto a patio in your office, and there's this guy standing on the patio saying, let me in. And it was Darryl. And I said no, and eventually we finally let him in. We fed him, and then he kept coming back because we fed him, and that's the mistake. You did the feral thing, and they keep coming back.
And then he kept touching your toys.
He kept touching my toys. And we had a guard Jerry, and he got past the guard Jerry somehow.
They're paraphrasing a bit.
Morphicon.
Was it Morphicon? I thought it was Ranger
Might
Stop.
have been Ranger Stop.
I thought it
might
was
have been
Ranger
both.
Stop.
We've known each other for a long time.
We have.
We met at Power Morphicon several years ago, wasn't it? Or maybe it was even Ranger Stop.
It was Ranger
It was
Stop.
definitely a Power Ranger convention, and it was a good time.
Met at PMC 2022, 2 years ago. And online. We lived online beforehand, though.
We met at, I believe, Power Morphicon 2014, I believe? Yeah, 2014.
You and I met through mutual friends, through the convention scene.
You were my manager when we first started. I was loading and unloading the vans, and you were telling me what to do.
That is typically how it rolls.
We met, I believe, it was over a decade ago. It was either at Long Beach Comic Expo or one of the Power Morphicons.
Comic Expo.
Comic Expo, okay.
I think it was Japan World Heroes. Power Morphicon?
We actually met during one of Scott's cons.
No, we didn't. It was Anime Expo.
No.
No?
No.
How do we meet?
Yeah, we met at one of Scott's cons, and after a while I started volunteering more and more, and yeah, it just became a friendship after all these years.
I met you, Daryl, at the JDF 2013 Comic-Con meet and greet, private event.
Oh wow, we're old.
Yeah.
Okay. 3. What is your favorite thing about Power Rangers or Super Sentai?
It's tough. There's a lot of favorite things.
Pick a favorite thing.
Probably just that it's a positive influence, especially in my childhood. So it just makes me happy.
How diverse it is. It's not just Power Rangers. It's Tokusatsu. It's Kamen Rider. It's Metal Hero. It's Kamen Rider. It's Super Sentai. There's something for everybody, truly.
I just like the message, working, group of people working together, based, not letting their backgrounds, their origins, their beliefs, or their statuses, affect them from accomplishing a goal bigger than themselves.
Everything was my childhood.
My favorite thing about Power Rangers is the characters and watching them all build relationships together and become a team.
That Steve's here, and Darryl's holding the camera pointing at my face.
The actual suit the actors, how fan friendly they are, how much they're willing to get to know you. There's so much involved with them other than just being an ego, and conventions like this make it worthwhile to come out to actually get to know them.
My favorite thing about Power Rangers, man, I just remember when it first came on, I've never saw such a cool tight knit of diversity come together with the power of friendship, and just, I don't know, they made martial arts cool, they made picking up and doing the right thing cool, and it wasn't your typical Sesame Street, it was sending a message, but you can still come with it, you know what I'm saying?
The Tokusatsu, that's what I grew up with, so I like Kamen Rider, and that's what I'm from Japan, so it's not too familiar with the American ones, but one thing I like about is good-looking guys.
I like Power Rangers.
Mia, what's your favorite thing about Power Rangers?
The money I spend on Power Rangers.
Favorite thing is probably the suits and the helmets and the designs of everything. I love the Japanese designs.
Honestly, I think at this point my favorite thing about the Ranger fan base, is the group of people we get to see together at all these events. Literally, I know that's a weird thing to say, but it's true.
My favorite thing about Power Rangers is, honestly, it's selfish. It's the suits and the helmets. It's just all really good looking. I could stare at it for hours. It's shit.
Oh my! The unity of friends coming together. What they stand for as far as teenagers, unity, all that good stuff. So
My favorite thing about Power Rangers not only was the one character that I loved named Ashley, which kind of sucked me in, but I always wanted to be a Power Ranger when I was a kid. Fight off evil.
They always find a way to make it work. No matter what, even when their back's up against the wall, they find a way to make it work. And
my favorite, there's a lot to name of. I would say my favorite thing is seeing how evil Burai was compared to the Americanized Green Ranger.
For me, probably would be when Disney still owned it, the RPM series. That was actually pretty sick because it was so dark. And then of course SPD was awesome.
Favorite thing about Power Rangers, a lot of it has to do with dynamic of the teams. Everything is well built off of, people's characters, people's personalities, and as well as the toy line.
Back in '93, the diversity and inclusion thing was ahead of its time. Actually, it shouldn't be ahead of its time. It just should have been a long time ago. But the diversity and the friendship, and then the morphing sequence, the henshin, and then they were nice to Bulk and Skull, despite how much how mean they were. They were still kind of nice to Bulk and Skull.
Okay, and lastly, what do you want for the future of Power Rangers?
I would like for it to stay popular, because I feel like it's kind of losing popularity as it goes, and I'd like to see it come back a little bit more with the younger generation.
The Power Ranger franchise, or just the franchise in general?
In general.
In general? More, honestly. Anything adult-oriented would be fine, but that'd be asking for too much. Just keep it going. As far as Power Rangers, more. I'll be honest, more.
To just continue the legacy, so more fans will, more fans will keep the show, whether it's in here in America or over in Japan, alive. I mean, we're about 30 years into Power Rangers. We're about nearing 50 years in Japan for Super Sentai. So as long as that legacy continues on for the future generations, that will mean the world to me.
I would like to see more exposure. I want more Ranger everything. I want shows, I want more comic books, I want 800 different titles, and more Power Morphicons for the future.
That they make more of it. Are we allowed to talk about that they might not make more of it? Yeah, I would like if they made more Power Rangers. Maybe somebody could buy it from Hasbro.
Get another show. That it actually continues. That is my biggest hope, that they continue it one way or another. Whether it's by doing something original, a movie, or they go back to just using the Sentai footage and bringing it back over that way.
I want to get back to the heart. I want to get back to the heart and the stories. I miss when there was an overarching connection to a bigger plot device. And there's nothing wrong with the newer stuff, later stuff. Every season is great, but there was something about needing to follow every episode for something grand and overarching and connecting. Let's get back to the heart and the stories. All right.
More, maybe like more female leads. One day it could be a female Red instead of a guy Red. Who knows?
Shinken didn't count?
Yeah, no. Like it's just girl. Like the girl is the leader. You know, because it's 2024. Anything can happen.
Just keep up the joy. Keep making good stuff that people enjoy.
I would say new everything. As far as Sentai, new themes that haven't been introduced before. As far as Power Rangers, new themes as well, new suits, new costumes, new Zords, just an all new beginning for them.
Okay, thank you. And is it true that you basically paid for 2/3 of the guests of the show? Look at that pride!
I would love to see new seasons, new episodes, the new innovative ideas that we love. But most of all, I would love to see a continuation of this group of people coming together the way it has been for Power Morphicon and conventions like this.
Oh Lord, I think for the future of Power Rangers, I hope that the stories continue to move forward with the time itself. As in they're not stuck in a certain era. They can tell more dynamic stories.
Ooh, that's a great, man, all these loaded questions. Future of the franchise, just to continue for another 30, 40, 50 years, for sure. It's a great series.
I want everyone to still come together and keep the peace on the morphing grid. And I want everybody to enjoy Power Rangers. Long ago, it was a taboo to like the colored, spandex-wearing, evil people. But you know what? There are superheroes and we grew up with them. And I love talking about the Power Rangers.
I don't know. I feel they're already going in a good direction with everything. Their storylines are getting more better. So hopefully they adapt more storylines with what's going on with today's issues and things like that. I think that would probably be better.
Keep the series going, make it how it is, with the, how we make it how it is when we grew up with it. Sorry, I'm not big on speeches.
You're good, thank you.
I just hope they continue to show and they keep making more awesome stuff. That's the best I can ask for.
Okay, and what are you doing?
Right now I'm building Alpha 6, to put them up front on display.
Future Power Rangers, I would like to see something a little more edgier. Not necessarily full edgier, but something a little more adult-friendly, kind of, but still keep it with that same PG, maybe like a PG-13, style of Power Rangers. Yeah.
I want to see like a little more grown up, but still hits the young demographic kind of storytelling and premium toys. So that's what I want to see.
Thank
like
you.
CW level.
There you have it, guys. Those are my friends. Those are everybody I have met going forward. Not everybody, but a good chunk of people I have met at these conventions, whether it be Ranger Stop, whether it be Power Morphicon, whether it be Japan World Heroes. I have met these guys in some shape, form, or fashion, and they mean something to me. So I hope you liked this video. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe for more content going forward. And remember, more videos are always coming, whether it be wrestling content, Power Ranger content, YouTube content, all the content is always coming around. Thank you guys. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe for more. And you have a super mega day. And as always, stay classy. Good to go.